In my house, we gotta say thanks to Bob every morning. Hey Bob's gang, so over the years, Nintendo has added hundreds of different updates to Animal Crossing New Horizons. When the game started off, it was fairly basic, but we got a whole bunch of new features added, all kinds of quality of life changes and more. However, amongst all of the more major updates, some of the changes to features in the game went more unnoticed. So like I've done in the past, I wanted to take a look at some of the feature updates Nintendo fairly secretly made in Animal Crossing New Horizons. For the first one, we're going to be talking about a feature update that I've actually gotten a few comments about recently, and this is the holidays in the game. Originally when the game started up, all of the future holidays had to be added in with an update, and they were time locked. That means you could only play them in the year that they happened, and in some cases you couldn't time travel back to older events. But when Nintendo decided to stop updating Animal Crossing New Horizons, they made it so that all of the events in the game are now in, and you don't have to just play in the current year. You could go forward in time if you wanted to. I think this is really great, as this is the way it always was in every other Animal Crossing game. Having the events time locked was kind of a bit annoying for people who maybe couldn't play them on the exact date. After all, a lot of these events fall when we have real world commitments. So it's definitely good that it now works like the old games did. It just feels right having them all in the game without some kind of time lock. For number 2, of course we all know that Nintendo added in Cap'n to our island docks later on in the game's lifespan, but they also updated the dock itself when they added in Cap'n. Nintendo made it for some reason so that you cannot add in fences on your dock anymore. Now, you can still decorate the rest of the dock, putting down custom patterns and other items. In fact, you could even put an item in front of Cap'n if you wanted to, which is kind of hilarious, but you can't put down fences for some reason. I'm really not sure why this is. Maybe it just broke Cap'n. Having a fence on the dock stopped you interacting with him. But yes, you can no longer put fences on your dock if you'd like to. I think this is a bit of a shame honestly, as some of the fences would work really well with the design of the pier. But if it comes down to having Cap'n who can take us on cool boat ride tours, or just having fences on our dock, then I think I'll take Cap'n. Still, I've seen so many great design ideas for the dock on YouTube. I think I'm gonna have to work on decorating my dock a bit more, because honestly, right now it looks a little bit plain, so this fence idea has kind of inspired me a little bit to try and make it more interesting. You'll have to let me know in the comment section if you've ever decorated your dock or not. For number 3, Nintendo decided to update the airport in Animal Crossing New Horizons so that when you interact with Orville when the day is about to change over, he actually won't let you go anywhere. Originally, you would have actually been able to let your friends in or travel somewhere else, but nope, if the day is about to progress, you have to leave the airport now and listen to Isabelle's announcements. I'm not really sure why they did this. I guess they think that Isabelle's announcements could maybe contain a really important piece of information that would decide whether you want to go somewhere else or not. But whatever the reason is, at the end of the day, I do actually quite like this interaction with Orville. I think it's kinda cute, so I can't complain about it too much honestly. So yeah, the next time the day is about to change over very early in the morning and you're in the airport, make sure you do have a chat with Orville. It's definitely an interesting thing to experience. For number 4, I'm sure that you know we have a bunch of posters for all of the characters in the game. These are kind of like the pictures you can get for earning their trust, but it's a lot easier to get. You just scan in their amiibo and you have a poster of them that you can put up on your walls. Well, Nintendo made a change within an update so that you can no longer catalog these posters if you go to someone else's island. That means that let's say I head to a friend's island and I try and pick up Bob's poster from the ground, it will not be added to my catalog. I actually have to get it myself by scanning in Bob's amiibo or bring him to Harvey's island. I'm really not sure why they made this change, as this has made it so much more difficult for people who want to collect every single poster in the game. But sadly, that's just the way it is right now. I feel like a lot of players don't even know that these posters exist because the circumstances that you get them in can be a little bit confusing, and not everyone will scan in amiibo or even scan in characters to Harvey's island, so they may not know this item is in the game. I have actually had people comment on my videos in the past confused about why I had a tab for posters, so if you are one of those people, here's why. It's definitely a shame that you can't catalog these. I honestly feel like it made the game better, so I really don't know why they would decide not to do it that way, but oh well. A character and feature that Nintendo fairly majorly updated with the version 2.0 update was Wisp. Now, I couldn't actually find him on my island to get any footage for him, but as Nookopedia explains, Wisp item gift chances have changed. Prior to this update, the chances of getting a furniture item were significantly lower. The pricing range was much lower, and when selecting something expensive, Wisp would pull from 2 different tables, with the second table having a 10% chance being used. In this update, Wisp's 2-table setup has been removed, and now when selecting something expensive, Wisp will instead determine the item within the pricing range based on the status of Nook's Cranny. The pricing ranges and chance percentages have also been modified. So yes, Wisp was made a lot better with the version 2.0 update, which is really great, because originally people used to ignore him a lot, and if you didn't know about this change, you may still be one of those people who doesn't interact with Wisp when you see them, but you really should, because they've gotten so much better now. They've definitely gone from being probably one of the most ignored characters for me to being one that I try and interact with every time, as you can definitely get some interesting goods with them. So yeah, make sure you interact with Wisp if you do see them on your island. Home storage was another thing that Nintendo fairly secretly updated within Animal Crossing New Horizons. They did expand it eventually so you could get more and more home storage, which was really great. But a cool update is that when you actually upgrade your home storage in the current version we're on, you do unlock some cool things too. For example, you unlock the ability to get the storage shed, which is one of the absolute best items in the game. I really love the storage shed. In fact, I have one in my house so I can easily access my storage. It's got the best UI for it in my opinion, which is really great. So yes, thanks to this update, not only do you get better storage, but you can also unlock some really useful things as well, which is really great. For number 7, Nintendo made it so that the custom designs portal got a lot better over time. They made so many small secret little updates that they didn't really advertise super well for this custom designs portal. For example, the ability to instantly select it from your custom designs tab rather than going to the Able Sisters. They also increased the amount of designs that you could have in there. They also improved the search, allowing you to favorite creators and so much more. So yes, this feature got updated a lot as the years went by, and overall, it's just a really great feature now. Definitely the best way of doing custom designs that we've had in an Animal Crossing game. Finally, at number 8, I wanted to pick one of the ones that I feel like is really obscure but super interesting. It's the fact that Nintendo had to update Pascal at one point in the game so that an item that originally you could never obtain now became obtainable. This was the Mermaid Fence, and for a very long time, no players could get it at all. It took Nintendo nearly a year to update this feature so that the Mermaid Fence could become obtainable. It seems like this was just a mistake on Nintendo's part, and we should have been able to get the Mermaid Fence when Pascal was first added into the game, but thanks to this glitch, they had to update the feature to make it so it's possible, and now you can get every single mermaid item that is in the game, which is really cool. I feel like this is definitely good information for those of us that swam a ton back in 2020 when this feature was added and might not have really swam much since, so this could help you out getting a new DIY. Are you tired of your old clunky wallet? Well, don't worry, because the Ridge wallet is here and it has made wallets so much better. The Ridge wallet has sponsored this video and has kindly sent me their Ridge Red wallet, which is amazing. It looks so nice, but what does it do? Well, usually wallets are so bulky and they take up so much room in your pocket, but the Ridge wallet is designed to be minimalist, not to mention the fact that it's made out of premium materials, so you could have this wallet for life. It's designed to hold everything that you could possibly need, but without all that extra padding. It could definitely be the perfect gift for someone this holiday season, and it comes in a whole bunch of different styles as well, so whatever look you want to go for, I'm sure there's a Ridge wallet to match it. There's also the Ridge key case, which can hold all of your keys. It's so much more convenient than having them on an old-fashioned keychain. Get the best offer from now until December 22nd with my link, ridge.com/bobsgang. That's ridge.com/bobsgang. You can get up to 40% off. Let me know what you thought about those features that Nintendo secretly updated down in the comment section below. What were some of your favorite updates to Animal Crossing New Horizons that you really feel made the game better? If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to comment Bobsgang down in the comment section so that I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos.